hot.
The maggots clean you.
What just happened?
要不下把
西别险啊！
Burns, doesn't it?
You mad? 'Cause I am. Ha!
Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Last of my kind, but first in this. Nix on that.
Radiant's courier has been killed. that, Nova? He thought he was a lion. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Death and good are linked.
Nope.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Rock it on! And it's off!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Incoming!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Money changes hands.
Boom! There it goes!
What surge is this?
I said no!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Flares here!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Coming in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Rack it up.
Dark are scanned. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Twice
Dire's
the
top
throw.
tower is under attack.
Coming in.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Money to burn.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Flares here. Gold.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And it's up.
Hear my thoughts, dead one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Do it with flair.
Radiant are scanning.
Incoming. Boom. There it goes. Clear. Cutting. Out of my way.
I'll take that as tribute.
Rack it on.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Blaze here.
Dire are scanning.
Incoming! And it's up!
Already.
I'd hunt you down again if I could. In your face!
Loyal warrior. Honor me.
Timber!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Metal!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Do it with flair!
Roshan has fallen to the radiant.
And it's off!
Invigoration.
Rock it on! Coming in!
Dire are scanning.
Money changes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Flares
fortified.
here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Boom! There it
Radiant's
goes.
middle tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Illusion.
Coming in. And it's up! Rock it on!
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Death tax.
Flares here!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Do it with
Dire's
flair!
bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Incoming! Boom! There it goes!
Invisibility.
Coming in! Rock it on!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Incoming! And it's off! Players here!
真実はいつも一つ
Boom! There it goes!
I'll take that as tribute.
Do it with flair!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Incoming!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Get on! Do it with flair! No!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There it goes!
Do not. Regeneration.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Homing in! Players here! And it's off!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it's off!
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Players here!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Do it with flair.
Dire's middle tower is under. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Boom, there it goes.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
你气不气？你气不气？
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
It's hard.
Dire's bottom barracks are in
Ostras, es verdad. No
Sí,
lo
a
había
ver,
pensado. Sí,
red
sí.
RNG's turn to pick. RNG's turn to pick.
League's assassin.
Dire team pick.
Lena.
Dire team ban.
Lion.
RNG's turn to ban. Dire team ban. RNG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. RNG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. RNG's turn to pick. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. RNG's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Warrior.
RNG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. RNG's turn to ban. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. RNG's turn to pick.
Axe.
You may now select your heroes.
Alright, steady Bombi B.
Prepare for battle.
Wanna play with
Steady
fire?
Bombi B.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Money to burn.
Almighty one.
Haste!
Gets the enrage off against the Laguna Blade. Chase is still there, and he's still going down. 1 or 2 more right clicks with a Crypt Swarm. Barely.
Play. If he was able to get that sidestep of the LSA, maybe it was enough, but there's a rotation. Lena coming up very much helps that. You get a haste rune for BISA and see if you can refill the bottle, maybe even make a stack at the heart. Look at that efficiency from these stones, and something we were highlighting through our previous games, you know, teams like Extreme Gaming, they weren't giving the support the mid lane to soak once their position 2 left. And already Felix, you were highlighting that it was low on levels. It was already level 4 now.
That's well communicated, I imagine. He's probably was saying when he died mid lane when he put the ward down, like, it's, you know, it's 6 minutes in, I'm level 2. Like, I desperately need a lane. Like, the 10-minute tome is not going to cut it, so... Lena, the big thing is there, the way he allows himself to get the lane is he helps secure Lena the power rune. Getting a haste rune means Lena can rotate, pull back to the jungle, and Lena with it. Really, I love that move to just throw the Laguna, force the enrage, because it means he baits out the enrage so that he can get the LSA off as the Saz resistance.
Under attack.
Fearing.
I wonder where Lena wants to go next. These stones is back to base, going to refill the mana. I think he just goes back to mid, plays a little bit more for his game to get the yours, and in fact, he's going to do that.
Yeah, Nyx doesn't need this lane anymore. Level 4.5, almost level 5. You're no longer that under-leveled Nyx. You need the Omen. In minutes, you can get it, or they can even leave with Death Prophet. Oh, wow, almost level 6. So both supports on the RNG side. I mean, Red Panda was involved in that kill, so that was a decent chunk of XP and general.
This is a much better game for the position 3 on ASTER.ARIES. Top of the net worth is your Axe. Vanguard already completed. It's also got 1,500 gold in the bank as well. So this is going to be an incredible timing here. And with that being said, I mean, we're going to have to see them get active now once he picks this up. Because if it continues to play a little bit more slow, then you're really missing that big early timing where you can put pressure on the map.
Yeah, I think he had a nice chunk of stacks that you've got to fall back to, so... Farm, and now, you know, Phoenix with the Midas G up and Doom, they're going to be getting a lot of farm coming their way. The question is, for me, it's like, don't be too greedy with these 3 farming
Radiant's
forward.
middle tower is under attack.
Doom is that mid laner, and he's smoked out looking for that Doom play. Level 6 on Lion yet, but that front could set things up nicely.
Panda needed 1 experience point to hit that level 6 before the smoke. He now has it available. Run up the high ground and into the grasping hands of ASTER.ARIES as they'll burst through the Death Prophet position 5. Let's give the information so Flyback can retreat back to safety, and a lot out of the map though nonetheless, as Felix level 5 into a third here, which is really important. I think we're going to see once these 6s are picked up from either team supports, players are going to start to ramp up. Exorcism for the push, the Vendetta to scout out, maybe find that pick-off, and then for Dire, you got the Finger of Death Burst, and then the Supernova for some team fights. I feel like this game, once we get those levels, we'll continue to ramp up.
Same time, I feel like, you know, this is kind of how I felt about their draft at 10 minutes last game, where I was like, oh, this is looking great. Their lanes are going pretty well. I'm hopeful they're going to come online with these item timings. We just need to see that team fight. The good news is it's way easier to execute. Axe Blink, Blink Call Initiation, follow up with a Finger, with a Supernova. Ursa's going to be nice and farmed, and Ursa gives them a way to take, not towers, but Roshan. So some important objectives can be claimed. The problem is their draft doesn't exactly take towers that well, and they haven't been able to take that offlane tier 1 tower. So map control-wise, farming-wise, they're forced to just keep playing on their side of the map.
Where do we want to see ASTER.ARIES smoke up? Because they have the blink completed on the Axe. They're a particular target they're going to look to bring down.
Either Lena or Lifesteal, both are good kills for them. But definitely, yeah, Lion plus Axe are the 2 that should be smoked moving up together. Price Axe is just showing, he's not really showing, but there could be a ward there or something. He's going to back off now to join that line.
And sweet.
I believe these 2 should be going for a smoke gank. Looks like they are headed down bottom. Lifestealer, no armlet yet. Let's see, probably they've got the damage to kill him. It'll be a little bit close, but right now he's actually avoiding them. He's just farming his jungle. I think they're like, oh, this Lifesteal is going to be running back to form the safe parts of his jungle. He's actually farming in like this crazy dangerous place. They're just not expecting him there. It's actually pretty next level, although I don't think it's intentional from
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, they still don't see him right now. I mean, they're gonna get
walk
vision
into this
pretty
ward
soon.
soon, yeah.
Smoke's about
Now
to
they
expire though.
Yeah.
What creeps the help?
Got the rage on, but
Rage.
he doesn't invest in anything. Maybe a
Got
teammate.
some backup. Felix coming over, sets up the great two-man stun. This is disastrous for ASTER.ARIES. They haven't been able to boost through God King, and it's going to cost Yona his life and now Axe as well. This is not the reveal of the Blink Dagger you were hoping for. It's as slow as there. Aries with a single return. Supernova in a perfect position with the Laguna Blade. It's plenty. They'll burst through the Axe and the egg will do naught. ASTER.ARIES have to retreat away.
Doom just felt like he didn't have any good Doom targets. Like he just held on to it.
Dire's top tower
Lulu
is
gets
under
tided
attack.
by the Yule Scepter. That turnaround from ASTER.ARIES, like in my head, that looked good, but it was just too much damage to blow up the Axe, and perfect decision to disengage. The second they kill him, they're like, okay, we've won this fight, let's back off, not get caught in the Supernova stun. This Yule's is about to wear off on Ursa at any mate. Gotta clean up, and absolutely, yeah, like you said, a terrible way to reveal that Blink. They took so long to find the life zone. By the time they did, they were next to an outpost where the TPs, and Nyx was already rotating in, so really for ASTER.ARIES.
And I love this play from Felix. Look at where he's just placed some recent wards. One around the top jungle area on that high ground and behind the tier 2 mid. This is going to give them so much deep information.
Yeah.
And they have a lineup where you want to find pickoffs. You know, Legion to start, the Laguna follow-up, the Nyx to scout out, to then even further enable these pickoffs. Maybe we can have a lifestealer infested, so they then really need to prioritize playing around these pickoffs. You can get a super farm Legion Commando. I mean, he's already got his first dual victory of the game, so see how he's able to continue to ramp up in this second game.
Get some more. Maybe we see that transition to being more of a true core, but probably a bit more of a relegation towards being a press the attack save bot. It's the one who, you know, if somebody gets jumped on, he's going to have to just bail them out. Has a BKB queued up. That's going to give him some good team fight survivability against Means the Lion, and see how this game goes for him. But yeah, I think this game just feels very similar to last, where RNG are just playing it safe, conservatively, waiting for ASTER.ARIES to make these makes, and knowing that they're going to hit this kind of mid to late game timing where they're just going to be a whole lot stronger. We haven't seen ASTER.ARIES. They're playing on the Dire side, so it's hard to kind of control that Roshan pit, but not getting that pick off on the lifestealer meant like they didn't snowball off of it. It's still not taking the tower. They haven't even done damage to this bottom tower until now. No signs of a Roche. It's looking pretty grim for them in some ways, even though it's an even gold game.
Yeah, the fact that this game is even net worth, I feel like just doesn't tell the tale. Like, you need to get this tower taken off the checklist. It just opens up the map, more camps to farm, more areas of the map you can infiltrate and potentially find pickoffs. And for RNG, they're happy with trading bot for a tier 1 mid. They've got the X, and they're going to get committed now. They jump in, Axe, they're going to try and burst him down with the Flicker and the Sunray. They will be successful. They're a Red Panda for the fight. The RNG, they're going to look to have a successful retreat away with the LSA clipping onto multiple. So both towers are going to keep their life there. That is exorcism wasted for the side of Radiant.
I think the tough thing there, like, they have to defend that mid tower, but generally speaking, a team in that position, you're able to take the bottom tower while defending. The problem is none of their heroes push buildings at all. Ursa, Doom, and Axe. They're not objective takers, and as a result, they're not able to. They can defend, they can take but they're not getting any back control.
A nice setup for Felix. They still got their own rebuttal with the jump in from the Axe. Call on to Phoenix. He's swinging on over in the wings. They're going to try and target down Flyby, but he's so speedy. Blink up in a couple of seconds. They even dropped the Supernova just for the damage to stop the Blink Dagger, and he's still in range of the burn, so Flyby won't be able to get out of safety, or will he? Cut through the trees. Felix is just going to sacrifice his life almost.
Oh, Axe is stuck.
Axe is stuck in the trees, so he can't continue to hunt. And then they actually have the backup at these stones, so they're thinking about going back in.
Flyby is an off-lane player. He knows his trees. He chopped his way perfectly through the jungle there to escape. I mean, Siamese Cat kind of has to egg, or the Blink, I guess, was going to be refreshed. So he's like, okay, we need this damage over time. He's juking us in trees. We need damage to stop this Blink, but I think probably you're just going to let him go there. Blink call. They pull Lifestealer and Doom follow-up. He's pretty speedy though.
Is it enough though? Great war stop BKB from Phoenix. They're using everything to try and prioritize down the lifestealer, and he will not have enough to sustain through the damage. As the Cult will claim the kill, it's also getting a little bit antsy here, fighting more. They're feeling themselves after that lifestealer kill. In fact, that should lead them into the Roche pit. They know the Exodus is on cooldown. I mean, it's going to be back up in 15 seconds, but let's see what RNG can do. The numbers disadvantage here.
They need the Nyx is bottom, and he's showing with low mana, so I think Aries know that they're kind of in a 3v5 here. Nyx is just not even showing up. Yeah, Death Prophet's trying to poke. And yeah, they have to give it up. If Nyx was there to stall with the Impale, perhaps it's a different story, and it's not like a misplay from Nyx. I think Nyx was not expecting Lifesteal to get picked off there. He's just trying to finish his Blink Dagger, which is that's his job right now. It's just to finish that next big item, which could have a big impact on this game. Actually goes for a 4-staff instead. He had the Blink queued up. I think he sees this as a better save. Like basically Lifestealer dies, and probably Lifestealer's there is like, can somebody buy a 4-staff? And it's the Nyx's job. Nyx, who wants to go Blink, is going to be, forced to go for this item, which he's more than happy to play with.
Yeah, the Force is going to provide you a lot to kind of kite the Doom. We saw last game the Surge was, well, it didn't really come into fruition, but at least the thought was there. So are you itemizing for it? And it gets to the stage where he can definitely survive if he has like Skadi, Satanic, and a little bit of help from the rest of the team. But ASTER.ARIES, this is kind of the timing they're looking for. As long as you get the Aegis, this is such an important thing. We highlighted in the draft. Ulu needs to get first and second row, so such a power spike with the Aghanim shot. And in fact, he's also going for an MKB after his own BKB. And can you see a reasoning why? I can't really see a hero that would want an MKB for this game.
Lifestealer does get the evasion talent later on. I guess maybe he saw the Sanjin is expecting a Halberd to come out from the Lifestealer. Generally, Lifestealer does go Halberd against the Ursa, but it looks like he's casual Sand. He's got the Talisman correctly, so. Maybe, I hope Ursa just doesn't commit to buying this MKB just yet. You can kind of wait and see. If the Halberd comes out, you definitely need the MKB. And we'll see what they can do with his Aegis. I think they want to farm up this Blink. Yeah, farm the Blink on Doom and then look for that next smoke play. It's just so hard because I feel like RNG can just play ultra defensive and know that ASTER.ARIES have no way to really take towers easily.
I think this is where this wonky position 5 Death Prophet comes into play. Like, I've still, until you get to the late game, even leaner as well, once you get items, you don't really do much to hit objectives. And having a position 5 that can at least offer you some tower taking potential, whereas you take a look at ASTER.ARIES, they have no heroes. So you see at least the boxes you look to check off in the draft, they've definitely done that. The Death Prophet getting picked up, and it just really limits how you're able to play a game of Dota. Now you have to get multiple kills or have an Aegis advantage before you can kill the towers. I'm just going to get pulled out to the side, kill Crypt Swarm. It's enough. So the duo support of RNG, kill off Yona, and maybe with that death on the line, ASTER.ARIES, you have to think twice about pushing up the mid lane.
Good play from Nyx, playing by his sentry, so he knows he can stand there undetected because he's got a sentry, so he will see the enemy sentry. Whoa, Siamese Cat, you're a madman. Not just the Impale, luckily.
Exo for it. No way, T. What? How did he get away?
Missed Impale. Makes a sick play with the positioning by his sentry, killing off the line, and then unfortunately misses a tap. Impale, not always the easiest spell to land.
Even Exo on cooldown now. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big one. Exorcism really sets him up for a potential team fight here. We can see Ursa has thought about the Basher now instead of the MKB, so he's holding. The longer he sees this Lifestealer go without getting a Halberd, he's like, okay, no MKB. He's got no Ogre Axe, he's going BKB, it looks like. Find the Nyx, that's... The Nyx he's trying to play around that sentry. This time around they managed to punish him, but it's still just the Nyx. That's kind of his job, which at times is under attack. Ganks. Ideally, he, you know, 4 staffs and survives, but it's a life steal that'll go down, but
Tower is under
Could be in
attack.
trouble.
Yeah.
Like,
Great. This is
he
soon.
just had to wait a couple of seconds to
This is
get down there.
Yeah.
They'll cancel the TP, the call as well. The BKB piercing stuns are there, but Flyby, he's going to be able to blink in, follow up. He's got the Aghanim shard, but is the immunity enough to keep the lifesteal alive? Another follow-up in the stun. The Doom's expired, so now the Rage and the Infest is available. Blink up in a couple of seconds, but Flyby, it's not refreshed just yet. They need the extra rotations in the tier 1 tower, but slowly they're starting to funnel in. The Supernova drop directly on their head. They'll kill off the Legion, and now God King's in trouble as well. The Rage is up in a couple of seconds. Kenny on the top of the safety, the force play finger. It's Rage, God King, the escape. Lifesteal back to safety, but the rest of the heroes are in trouble as D-Stones is trying to get back away with the BKB. There's no stuns right now as ASTER.ARIES, they cannot claim the important kills on the Lifestealer and the Lina. The Red Panda oversteps the mark. They got the jump in from the axe, the call again. The support's just dangling their lives. He's not even gonna fall. Somehow RNG, what a successful escape from them.
This is like heartbreaking to watch for ASTER.ARIES. I feel like they should be like team wiping RNG. It's like, all right, they should have killed Lifesteal and Legion, and then the supports come in to try and help out the Lifesteal. The Nyx saves him with a force off. I'm like, all right, they should kill the Nyx too. All these heroes should be dead, and they're just being slightly outplayed. They're just not quite getting these kills there. The fact Lifesteal survives was an absolute miracle. The Rage coming up, I believe he maybe even dodged the Finger of Death damage with the Rage. There's a small little window to be popping, and they're going to catch the Phoenix now as well. RNG made some misplays that led up to that. The missed Impale where they committed Exorcism, that created a huge window for ASTER.ARIES to like take a huge advantage, kill the Lifestealer, kill a few heroes, take some towers. Instead, they kill nothing except the repositioned Legion. They don't take a single tower. That was just a terrible sequence of events for ASTER.ARIES despite how much of an advantage they had.
Again, they're going to try and go King top. This time they got the instant Hex. There's the follow-up damage on top of the Great Wave. That's a lot of damage. This time we'll see the Lifestealer fall. They tried to do it a second time. They're going to be able to punish him as God King caught out. Now they're going to look to smoke potentially. Siamese Cat was going to TP in to group up, but no, they're just going to look to reset, de-ward their jungle and get control.
Not sure what he was up there alone. It's like one thing if it's like a one-man Lion who sets up for some TP in, but that was like 3 heroes just wrapping around him. He should have realized all these heroes were missing it. And another kickoff potentially coming their way. Red Panda.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
He saw the Lion running up the high ground. He tried to double back and maybe get like a cute silence before he blinked on forward. I just not sure the positioning of him to dangle his life there, but now you give away a couple of freebies and all of a sudden this net worth lead, it's slowly diminishing.
ASTER.ARIES making up for their previous shortcomings. They've got this gem now on the Doom, which makes this Nyx's game so much harder.
Structures are fortified.
That vision game that's going to just allow ASTER.ARIES to de-ward the map and really play around their strength. They're trying to set up for a strong Roche #2 timing here, and Ursa with an Ag Shard plus Aegis is going to be really hard to fight into. RNG should know this. They themselves should be looking to be ready for this Roche fight that will be coming up.
Radiant are scanning.
MKB freshly completed for D-Stones. Big item for him. We go for the long wraparound.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Kind of the opposite side here. Either team. Gonna get the confirmation of the positioning. The Doom Courier flies on over. Rashawn's still not up for another 40 seconds as they see Phoenix pushing on forward. Again, they need to go for the long wraparound here as really strong ward to the northern side. They can play around this, but looks like RNG, they're like, okay, you're not going to come to us, we'll force you mid. Tier 2 taking a little bit of damage to the catapult. Do you have to think otherwise now?
Shows himself on the ward though. What are you going to be? They see the ward now.
Instant Exo. got A on this, BKB. Aeon's going to pop relatively soon from Phoenix, but they get the jump in. Cold only on one. Instant rage as well, but the Doom's going to fire. They're unable to deal with the supernova, so they have to kite away from the A. It looks like ASTER.ARIES are not happy with how the start of the fight has occurred, so they're going to look to double back, jump on Red Panda, but the damage is plentiful with the Laguna Blade. They'll cut through the Doom, they'll cut through the Phoenix as well. As 2 down on Dire, and now Roshan is up and available for the taking.
Dire's middle tower
Red Panda just tanking through everything on the front lines with a Nether Shoal, that extra 25% magic resistant. It wasn't being really right-click. This Lina with MKB timing was just shredding through these heroes. They Doom the life, so he just disengages. I feel like they're using this Doom. They need to be following up with some kind of disables and lockdown. Lifesteal just walks away. That Doom does not feel good at all about how that fight went. And also just had his Aeon disc way too early.
Immortality.
So close. That second roast, though, we highlighted how important it is for ASTER.ARIES, and honestly, now I feel like their win condition is starting to evaporate with the shard given over to God King, so he's got the open wounds. They will get a catch, though, flyby. EKB is available. He's not going to actually TP out the rest of RNG. They're too slow to connect. He's got another round of the press to attack that BKB lasting for so long, and these stones will rip apart the supports. Bye-bye Lion. They've been trying to catch for more as Axe caught from the Yules. So we've got a couple of heroes nearby, even the potential of a tier 2 tower to TP in. It's these stones are going to be careful. So with the Aegis advantage, calls on the point here, and the damage is going to be able to burst him down to the first life, and they're going to be full dual counter initiation straight on top of the Axe. So Flyby is up to 60 damage now. It's RNG. They do lose the Aegis. Get a couple kills in return.
Is under attack.
Stones is just having a series of his life here. He's gone from one amazing Lina game to the next. I was a little unsure about his approach where he goes for this Yule Scepter and then plays this kind of passive farming game, but he shows when he comes online with this mid-game BKB plus MKB,
Radiant's bottom tower is
very
under
scary.
attack.
I like the Axe approach, going for the Blade Mail as a kind of counter to this Lina. This item doesn't help against Lifesteal, but you need to be able to jump on this Lina. I feel like that's your number one target in these fights. They're kind of learning that God King is a bit of a bait, much like last game. His Luna, yeah, it was farmed, but the D-Stone's Lina that is the number one damage-dealing source
Radiant's bottom tower is under
from
attack.
RNG, but with an Aegis there was just the RNG tank, and win another fight, 10k gold lead, just so reminiscent of game 1, where for the first 15-20 minutes it feels neck and neck, and like ASTER.ARIES should have the advantage, be out farming them and taking control, but they just can't take the right pickoffs and utilize their advantage in the right way.
Yeah, and now it's going to get even more difficult as well with the gem on Nyx Assassin. That vision game that you're ever so requiring to find the jump on the Lion, the Axe, the Doom to get these targets and take them out of a fight is now just that much more difficult here, as we even see a tier 2 tower fall. So no worrying signs right now for Dire, but it looks like they're not happy with the status quo, and they're going to smoke up and try and make a move here.
They took out the Aegis, so there is openings for them to hopefully, start a fight by jumping somebody like this Lina. They have to respect the potential for a press the attack save.
Are scanning.
But when you've got the Axe Call and the Doom, they do have ways to win these fights, and they see everybody. There's a great Dire ward. Nyx with a gem, though. He wards it, but ASTER.ARIES can get the jump they want.
Dire are scanning.
And down. Panda. Nyx. They scout him out. Felix. Oh, that ward just got placed, though. Can they protect it? But you don't want to jump a Nyx Assassin. This is the issue.
He's like, come on, guys. I got an A on this. He's literally doing 360s. Yeah. He knows he's being spotted there, but they have to get the jump on one of these scores. Lina, ideally, I think Legion's an okay. I don't think Lifesteal's a good option, but Legion or Lina, both are good. The Legion, you take away that press the attack save. Lina, well, you're killing the carry in a way. The real carry.
Radiant.
Like.
They're outside. Phoenix. Look away. Hanging on this. EKB as well. They're going to try and burst him down. Sunray gives him a little bit of protection at the moment. Cliven hasn't used that jewel just yet. They turn and target down the supernova. Where are the stunts to be able to protect the egg? There's not. The Axe Call a little bit too late, but he does find 3. And a lot of damage. Nyx Death Prophet ripped apart, but now D-Stones as well. He can turn, push back, with the BKB expiring. D-Stones has got his own. They need the buybacks. Where's Help's going to fly out? And Raid gives him some of the damage protection, and now another jump in. Axe, great call, catches out the Lina. They'll take a fight on their side of the map. It's going to pay out big dividends here for ASTER.ARIES.
Yeah, well, it took. I mean, I guess it seems like they're not good at starting fights themselves, but when they're the ones getting jumped on and get such a great call to counter-initiate, the fights look good for them. But we really need to see for this ASTER.ARIES team taking the next level is being able to start the fights themselves. And now they do manage to get the gem back. They can take over this mid-tier 1 tower and start playing on the Radiant side of the map better. Fantastic turnaround from them, considering how grim things have been looking for the last 10 minutes. Lifestealer, he may get caught.
This Rage, they're going to be careful how deep they dive.
Match is there.
He's also got the Infest, they need a target. Why not got D-Stones, but not ASTER.ARIES? They committed too far, you need to retreat. Alright, great, still on the high ground. Ulu's getting control. The Rage into the Yules means that he can't retreat to safety, and he doesn't have mana for the BKB TPO. He needs to try and get out of range for the Blink, but it's too shy. They'll catch up the Ursa. They might be able to catch up Phoenix too. Flyby, blink up in a couple seconds. They even got the Spider Legs. There's the Jewel. They'll turn back around. No retreat for you as the Laguna decimates the life of the Doom.
Good guy, D-Stones, making sure they get the dual damage. They had the kill without the Laguna, but they just barely got the dual kill thanks to it. Now they're going high ground. Yeah, Doom just used it. They know the Dooms is on cooldown. Ursa just out of gold. RNG, this is, potentially a dangerous spot where their Lifestealer just doesn't have buyback himself. It's the Lina who has to be very careful. Lina bought back in the previous fight, so he needs to position more carefully. But they're going to get one lane and go for a second. I don't think there's anything ASTER.ARIES can do about this.
Feels like you might just have to try and protect this bottom set of barracks. Hope for the best here with the Ursa still down and the Doom.
They've got the tier 2 tower, so you probably see RNG just back off and maybe play around the next Roshan, farm the map, get their next items. Play cautiously because Exorcism down, no buyback on Lina, and RNG with a 4 racks advantage, probably feeling like this is now theirs to lose.
Prime position for them to move forward here in the lower bracket. 14,000 net worth lead, and just going to see 4 items to continue to accumulate here as Flyby very close to a Sunj and Yasha. Gold King's even going for the Soul Cuirass. What is D-Stones opting for? A Satanic here for Alina. They are so far.
The Satanic will help against the Axe, Ball, and Blade Mail. Won't necessarily save your life by itself, but it does make you a lot tankier, and potentially you have that Satanic turnaround play. If you get Blink called and you somehow pop Satanic before the call, it's lifesteal through the Blade Mail damage.
Even the Doom as well, like with 3 Fury Soul stacks with the talent, you hit so fast, so hard, you're gonna get a lot of passive health back, and definitely could be enough. Keep in mind, you've got the BKB press the attack, the Aghanim shot, so any little bit of extra survivability would be a big factor here. It's really felt like we haven't seen Doom impact what we've seen in our previous series, or hasn't it felt like that?
Yeah, I think these upper echelon teams in the China region kind of exposing some of the weaknesses of Doom. I think the hero can look really good in these slightly like, tier 1.5, tier 2 team games where they're just not as good as playing around the ultimate, and also these games they do just seem to get farmed, get that late game refresher up against these more polished teams. They just know how to play around Doom, and it doesn't feel like somebody gets Doom, they die. It feels like they're just being bailed out. Game 1 by the Surge, this game by the 4 stops, the press the attack. And yeah, this Doom is feeling very ineffective.
Smoke's gonna pop here. RNG looking to start to get control of the top side of the map. They know that this next objective is going to be Roshan with respawning in the next minute here. So get some wards down, get the outposts, and kind of cut away that area for ASTER.ARIES.
And ASTER.ARIES don't have a good way to scout it, really, so they're probably, for all they know, Roche could be dying right now. They may just be saying, let's just give it up and play the high ground, but I think they're better off, contesting it. So they're forced to smoke well before Roche respawns, but they don't know and they can't scout it, so they're looking to make their play. Problem is, Radiant have good observer ward here, so if they can pop this smoke with the Nyx, who's got a Blink 4 staff. Yep, they pop it. They see the Lion, they back off. The Panda throws on silence.
You need to drop a bullet. Like, you need vision on ASTER.ARIES to take the fight. Now Phoenix, he can't blink to start it. It's actually already Aeon is popped here.
was Exorcism though, so maybe RNG need to either force this fight, and they will do so. Oh my god, dude.
They're gonna drop the supernova, target down there to go in the nick of time. Can they protect it? On top of the backline, the bash is out as well, so the egg's gonna pop. But can they block in D-Stones? Sheets BKB gets him back to safety, and now Ulu, he's the one in trouble. And BKB gives him a little bit of space. He's gonna kite them down to the southern side, but the stun is there. Meanwhile, mid, we got a duel out, Axe controlled, Laguna Blade, Sunray Hill, not enough. As D-Stones, with the help of the Legions, able to find a big kill, and ASTER.ARIES lose 3.
This, yeah, huge fight. The supports killed the Doom. Doom didn't get his ultimate off. It was just I mean, Exorcism is obviously a scary spell to fight into, but that's a 5-position Death Prophet with a blink impale from your Nyx, killing the Doom, breaking his A on this, then killing him before he can BKB. Just
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
really tough game for this Doom, and amazing
Dire's
support
middle
play from
tower
RNG.
has fallen.
Have to hope for the Doom respawn. 4v5, but your throne's exposed, and it's falling really fast, guys. You gotta do something. A BKB on Tuesday. There's the Doom out. Phoenix is getting ripped apart. The damage, it's not there, and that should be all she wrote. The G's are dropped, and RNG on this day. Good strong for ASTER.ARIES to deal with.
Convincing. Definitely RNG with a distinct playstyle, you know, not looking to play this kind of early game Dota, sitting back, waiting for this kind of 20-25 minute timing. 2 games in a row, we see ASTER.ARIES looking like they have a good draft, but unable to do much with it.
Unfortunate for them. It's just... They were... Hit the timing.